Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's daily life English conversation practice lesson, we will focus on how to stop translating in your head when speaking English and start thinking more naturally in English. You will listen to a long, realistic conversation that shows how people talk about their experiences, struggles, and progress with this common problem. This lesson will help you respond faster, feel more relaxed, and express your thoughts directly in English without translating word by word. If you enjoy learning English through natural daily conversations, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with others who are learning English, and leave a comment below. Now, let's get started.
Hey Mia, it's really good to see you today, and I'm glad we finally have time to sit down and talk without rushing anywhere.
Hi Alex, it's really nice to see you too, and honestly, I've been looking forward to having a calm conversation like this because it helps me clear my mind.
Before we start, how has your day been so far, and did everything go the way you expected?
It was quite busy and a little tiring, but overall it went well. And now I feel relieved that I can slow down and just enjoy talking.
I was thinking that today we could talk about something many English learners struggle with, including me.
I think that's a great idea. Because when people hear that others have the same struggle, they feel less pressure and more motivation.
I really want to talk about how to stop translating in my head when speaking English, because it's something that still affects my confidence.
I'm really glad you chose that topic, because translating in your head is one of the biggest reasons people feel stuck, even after studying English for years.
Sometimes I know exactly what I want to say, but by the time I translate it, the conversation has already moved on.
That happens so often, and it can feel very frustrating because you're mentally prepared to speak, but your brain just can't catch up fast enough.
When I translate, I feel like my brain is working twice as hard, and it makes speaking feel exhausting.
That's exactly what's happening, because your mind is switching between two languages instead of staying focused on one, which uses much more energy.
I've noticed that translating also makes my sentences sound unnatural and too formal.
Yes, because translation usually follows the structure of your native language, and English has its own rhythm and natural way of expressing ideas.
I really want my English to sound more relaxed and natural in daily conversations.
That's a great goal, because natural English doesn't come from perfect grammar, but from feeling comfortable expressing your thoughts.
Letting go of translation feels scary because I'm afraid of making mistakes.
That fear is completely normal, but the truth is that mistakes are actually part of learning how to think directly in English.
Translating feels like a safety net that I'm afraid to let go of.
It does feel safe at first, but over time it can quietly limit your progress without you even noticing.
I've noticed that when I stop translating, my sentences become shorter but clearer.
Short and clear sentences are very natural in real conversations, and they often sound more confident than long, complicated ones.
Sometimes I catch myself translating in the middle of a sentence.
When that happens, it's best to keep going and trust yourself, because stopping too often can break your confidence.
I'm trying to focus more on meaning instead of grammar rules.
That shift is very important, because communication is really about sharing ideas, not proving grammatical knowledge.
I started practicing by describing simple things in English, like what I'm doing during the day.
That's a very effective habit, because it slowly trains your brain to connect English directly to your thoughts.
At first, talking to myself in English felt very strange.
It feels strange for almost everyone in the beginning, but once you get used to it, it becomes one of the most powerful learning tools.
I've also started listening to English without subtitles, even though it's challenging.
That can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's one of the best ways to force your brain to stop relying on translation.
I don't understand everything, but I focus on the main idea instead of every word.
That's exactly how native speakers listen, because they don't try to understand every single word either.
When I stop translating, I notice I react emotionally to English more.
That emotional reaction is a strong sign that English is reaching you directly, instead of passing through another language first.
Translating used to make my voice sound flat and robotic.
When you think directly in English, Your voice naturally becomes more expressive and alive.
I feel more confident when I speak without translating.
Confidence grows naturally when your thoughts flow freely, and you stop overthinking every sentence.
I still translate sometimes, especially when I'm nervous or tired.
That's completely normal, and it doesn't mean you're going backward, because habits take time to change.
I try not to get frustrated when it happens.
That's a healthy attitude, because frustration often slows down learning more than mistakes do.
I've realized that native speakers don't think about grammar rules while speaking.
Exactly, they focus on ideas, emotions, and reactions, and grammar just happens naturally for them.
I'm trying to do the same, even if my grammar isn't perfect.
That's the right approach, because perfect grammar is not required for meaningful communication.
When I stop translating, conversations feel lighter and more enjoyable.
Enjoyment is actually a very important sign, because learning happens faster when you feel relaxed and interested.
I feel more present in conversations instead of being stuck in my head.
Being present allows you to respond naturally and helps conversations feel more genuine and connected.
I've stopped correcting myself too much while speaking.
Constant self-correction interrupts your natural flow and can make you feel more nervous than necessary.
I allow my sentences to be simple and sometimes unfinished.
That's very natural, because real conversations are often messy and flexible, not perfectly structured.
That's very natural, because real conversations are often messy and flexible, not perfectly structured.
Speed improves naturally when translation disappears, and your brain starts reacting directly in English.
I feel less tired after conversations now.
That's because your brain is finally working efficiently instead of doing double work.
I've started practicing thinking in English during small moments throughout the day, like when I'm walking, cooking, or waiting in line.
That's actually one of the best habits you can build, because those quiet moments train your brain to connect English directly to real life instead of study time only.
I describe what I'm doing in my head, even if it's very simple, and it helps me stay in English longer.
Simple descriptions are powerful, because they create strong mental links between actions and language without pressure.
I've noticed that when I think in English, my emotions come out more naturally when I speak.
That happens because you're no longer filtering your feelings through another language, so your expression becomes more genuine.
Before, I felt like my personality disappeared when I spoke English.
Many learners feel that way, but once translation fades, your real personality slowly comes back.
It feels good to finally sound more like myself instead of a version that feels limited.
That feeling is very important, because confidence grows when you feel authentic.
Group conversations used to be very stressful for me because everything moved so fast.
Group conversations are especially difficult when you translate, because by the time you're ready, the topic has already changed.
Now I try to focus on understanding the general idea instead of every sentence.
That approach helps you stay involved and react naturally instead of getting lost.
I also stopped worrying about speaking at the perfect moment.
Timing becomes much easier when you respond naturally, instead of rehearsing sentences in your head.
Even short responses help me stay part of the conversation.
Short responses are completely normal, and they often lead to longer conversations naturally.
I feel more relaxed in conversations now, even when I don't say much.
Relaxation helps others feel comfortable around you as well.
I've noticed that I don't panic anymore when I forget a word.
That's a huge improvement because forgetting words is normal, and explaining ideas differently is real communication.
I try to describe the idea instead of stopping completely.
That skill is very important, because fluent speakers do this all the time without thinking.
Translating used to make me silent when I couldn't find the right word.
Silence often comes from fear, not from lack of ability.
Now I trust myself to keep speaking even if my sentence isn't perfect.
Trust allows your brain to stay in English instead of switching back.
Conversations feel more like real exchanges instead of tests now.
That mindset shift changes everything about how you experience English.
I've also stopped correcting my grammar in the middle of sentences.
Constant correction breaks natural rhythm and can make you sound less confident.
I correct myself only when it really matters.
That balance helps you stay fluent while still improving accuracy over time.
I feel more confident speaking in public places like shops or cafes.
Public spaces are great practice because they force you to react naturally.
I don't prepare sentences in advance as much as before.
Prepared sentences can help at first, but natural speech grows when you let go.
English feels more flexible now.
Flexibility is a clear sign that you're thinking in English.
I've realized that translating kept me trapped in my native language for years.
Many learners don't realize that until later, but awareness is the first step toward real fluency.
English feels more alive when I let my thoughts come naturally.
Language becomes alive when it's used for real thoughts, not translated ones.
I'm more expressive now, even with simple words.
Expression doesn't come from vocabulary size. It comes from comfort.
I feel much less pressure when I speak.
Less pressure allows your brain to work smoothly, instead of defensively.
Conversations flow better now.
Flow develops when you stop controlling every word.
I trust myself more when speaking English.
Self-trust is one of the strongest signs that translation is fading.
I'm no longer afraid of silence during conversations.
Silence gives you time to think in English instead of rushing back to translation.
I let my thoughts form naturally, even if they come slowly.
Natural speech isn't fast. It's comfortable.
I don't try to sound perfect anymore.
Perfection creates tension, and tension blocks fluency.
English feels comfortable in my mind now.
Comfort is the foundation of natural thinking.
I've learned that stopping translation doesn't happen overnight.
It's a gradual process, and every small improvement matters.
Some days feel easier than others.
That's completely normal, because progress is never perfectly straight.
I try to notice small improvements instead of expecting big changes.
Noticing small wins keeps motivation strong and realistic.
English feels more natural in my head than before.
That's a sign your brain is adjusting to a new way of thinking.
I enjoy conversations more now.
Enjoyment is one of the clearest signs of progress.
I'm less mentally tired after long conversations.
That shows your brain is no longer doing double work.
I can focus more on the person I'm talking to.
Real connection becomes possible when translation disappears.
I feel present instead of anxious.
Presence allows natural reactions and real listening.
I trust the learning process more now.
Trust removes unnecessary pressure and fear.
English feels like part of my daily life.
That's when fluency starts to feel real.
I believe anyone can stop translating with enough practice.
Absolutely. Because the brain is very adaptable when given time and repetition.
I sometimes wish I had started this earlier.
Many learners feel that way, that starting now is always enough.
I'm no longer afraid of making mistakes.
Mistakes are signs that you're using the language, not avoiding it.
I speak more freely now.
Freedom in speech is one of the biggest goals of language learning.
Conversations feel natural instead of stressful.
Natural conversations build long-term confidence.
I feel connected to people when I speak English now.
Connection is the true purpose of language, not perfection.
English doesn't feel heavy or tiring anymore.
Lightness means your mind is working efficiently.
I actually enjoy thinking in English.
Enjoyment accelerates learning more than any technique.
I feel more confident every week.
Confidence grows naturally through use and experience.
I'm glad I didn't give up when it felt hard.
Persistence always leads to breakthroughs.
I trust my English thoughts now.
That trust is what allows fluency to grow naturally.
I don't translate emotions anymore.
Emotional expression becomes much stronger without translation.
I feel relaxed when speaking English.
Relaxation allows natural rhythm and tone.
English feels friendly instead of intimidating.
When fear disappears, language becomes welcoming.
I feel free when I speak.
Freedom is the result of confidence and practice.
I'm grateful for every conversation I have in English.
Gratitude keeps your mindset positive and open to growth.
I notice improvement almost every day now.
Awareness of progress keeps motivation strong.
Speaking without translation feels natural to me.
Natural thinking is the doorway to fluency.
I feel ready for new conversations and situations.
Readiness comes from experience, not perfection.
English no longer feels scary or stressful.
That's when you know real change has happened.
I feel like stopping translation has completely changed how I experience English.
That's such an important realization, because once English becomes a direct experience instead of a mental task, everything feels easier.
I'm more comfortable being myself when I speak English now.
Being yourself in another language is a huge milestone, and it shows real confidence and growth.
Conversations feel more natural and less stressful.
When stress disappears, language starts to flow the way it's meant to.
I actually look forward to speaking English now.
That excitement is one of the clearest signs that you're truly progressing.
I'm glad I didn't give up when it felt difficult.
Persistence always pays off, especially in language learning.
Stopping translation feels like a big breakthrough for me.
It really is, because it opens the door to fluency, confidence, and natural expression.
English feels like part of my thinking now.
That's what real fluency feels like, when English becomes part of how you think, not just what you study.
I feel ready for new conversations and new challenges.
That readiness comes from experience and trust in yourself.
I feel confident speaking English in different situations now.
Confidence grows stronger every time you choose to speak without fear.
Thank you for sharing this conversation with me and being part of this journey.
You're very welcome. And remember that every time you stop translating and just speak, you are one step closer to speaking English naturally.